When preparing for the conversation, consider where the client comes from, what language they speak, who will be present at the conversation, where, when, and for how long it will take place, and what the central content of the conversation will be. Make sure that the interpreter receives this information well in advance, so that he or she can prepare specifically for the assignment.
Hello, this is Gäbler from the Youth Welfare Office. I need a diary-speaking interpreter for next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Great, thank you very much. Bye. Hello, Mrs. Tayyeb. It's good to have you here. Come on in. So, Mrs. Tayyeb, before we start, I'd like to fill you in for today. We're doing a support plan with Miran. Miran is 17, comes from Afghanistan, and has been in Germany for a few months now. Today we want to talk about how he's been doing lately and also set some goals for the coming period. If you notice the communication doesn't work properly or I talk too fast, please let me know, then we'll stop.
Yes, with pleasure.
Any questions in advance?
Not at the moment, so in terms of the process, it's very familiar to me in these kinds of conversations.
The brief preliminary meeting with the interpreter helps you to establish a good basis for collaboration. The information about the client and the goal of the conversation is an important prerequisite for the interpreter to perform her role well.
Yes, it's good to have you here. We haven't seen each other for a long time. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Mrs. Gäbler, and I'm responsible for you here at the Youth Welfare Office. Ms. Tayyeb will be our interpreter for today.
I have told him that I will help to translate for him today.
Right, and you understand each other? Is it okay with you that Mrs. Tayyeb interprets today? It's the same as always. Everything that is said here in the room stays here, so you don't have to worry about anything you say.
At the beginning of the conversation, introduce the people present and your roles. Say that everything will be interpreted, point out the confidentiality, and get consent to work together. In this way, you lay the foundations for a trusting conversation between the three of you.
I have invited you today for a support plan discussion. That means we want to discuss how things have been going lately.
ما امروز از خودت دعوت کردیم یا خواهش کردیم که اینجا بیایی به خاطر یک صحبتی که برای برنامه کمک هست و میخوایم ازت بپرسم که چطور بوده در گذشته.
And then we also want to set a few goals for the coming period.
میخوایم که هدفهای برای آینده قرار بندیم.
Do you have anything you'd like to talk about in particular?
Speak in short and simple sentences and signal that you are in charge of the conversation at all times. This will also make the interpreter's job easier.
I would really prefer to live alone. That means my own apartment.
Your own apartment or by yourself?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Let's talk about it. For a start, I'd like to know how you've been doing currently.
Always address the client directly, even if the conversation is interpreted. This way, he will be more likely to address you directly with his statements. Thus, despite the detour of the interpretation, a functional dialogical understanding is possible.
Maren, I would say we're done for today. Or is there anything you would like to talk about?
No, thank you very much.
Okay, our next talk will probably be in May. I'll send you an invitation. I have to do some paperwork with the interpreter. You can go if you like. Great. See you in May. So I had the impression this went quite smoothly, don't you think?
Yes, I also had the impression that he understood everything really well, and his sentences were also very clearly formulated.
Yes, I had the feeling that you two harmonized. That was quite a smooth talk. Nice. Great, I'll just finish the note for you.
The short debriefing enables mutual feedback and offers the opportunity to clarify open questions. It brings the collaboration to a good conclusion.
Gut. Dann müssen Sie...
You still have to sign here. Thank you very much.
There you are.
I'll show you out.
Thank you very much.